What is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at a new, sort of video here. Today we're taking a look at Playmobil, because they have teamed up with Kinder Egg to create, DC little minifigures, and I have 30, of the minifigures here, maybe more, maybe less, rough estimate, and me and my girlfriend have been buying these Kinder Eggs in like a 3-pack, and each egg contains a DC superhero. So the first one that we have here is Robin, who has a pretty cool build, and does come in 3 pieces: the legs, the cape, the torso, and the head is attached to the torso. The head is always attached to the torso, and you can't turn the head on these figures. The only possibility that they have is in their arms. Some of them are a little stiff. You can't bend the legs because that is like a whole piece. It's a whole connection with the legs. It's like a whole like separate connection piece, and that's how you build these figures. And the printing quality on them isn't the best. They have a pretty good color scheme, and I like DC, so I'm happy to get these heroes here. These did start coming out when Robin was in Fortnite, in, that superhero season, and with them being blind boxes, with free figures inside, I have 2 other Robins here. So Robin is a pretty favorite character. Moving on to, well, sticking with the Bat family, we have Batman here, obviously, who is one of the only ones with a nose. He has molded eyebrows in there, the bat symbol on his chest, his belt there, a unique cape, whereas Robin's was smooth. His has little ridges at the bottom, and again, like before, his legs are built in. They all have very similar leg builds, like leg sculpts, with like the knee pads and the boots. But yeah, it's just Robin and Batman so far. I do have 2 Batmen. Keeping with the trend of, Batman and his family, we have Catwoman here, who actually is one of the underwhelming figures of the series. She has a brand new head sculpt and a little bit of detailing on the torso there, which is molded but not printed. So it is just kind of a black figure with some yellow tinted goggles on there, which is pretty underwhelming. And she has a little bit of a cat ear. And we also have 3 of her as well, because, why not? The Bat family is growing as we speak. We then have only 1 Batgirl here, who has slightly more detailing than Batman, and is one of the hardest capes to put on because her hair gets in the way. She has the same sort of cape as Batman and the same sort of hood style there, but again, she has no built-in nose. Her eyes on the inside are actually brown, with some ginger eyebrows, where Batman and Robin have the same smile and their own unique face, like prints. Some of these face prints here will be very similar to each other, where it is just the basic Playmobil smile, but I do like the belt and color scheme of the Batgirl suit. I just think it's really cool, and we've taken a look at the Bat family, so let's take a look at the Batman villains. We have Joker here. He has green hair, which looks very goofy. The tailcoat coming down the front there, a little flower on his chest, and his bow tie, looking pretty swag. Honestly, his face doesn't look very menacing. He looks more silly, more goofy, a little bit more charming than the Joker normally would, and I quite like that. He even has different molded feet, with one of these more unique leg pieces here as well. Again, just showing you that you can move the arms up and down. They do have the Playmobil logo in the back of all of them. For whatever reason, every figure in this line have a random divot in the back, to, show that it is Playmobil. We can't have Joker without Harley Quinn, so here is Harley, who has that dual molded leg there with the red and the black and the sort of diamonds there and the heart on the other side. She has her twin tails, with one being blue and pink, very Margot Robbie style, and her hair is blonde with pigtails, and her head is white, although it doesn't pick too much up on camera there because of that shine. Putting her down, I did get two Harley Quinns because, you know, as you do, there is quite a few characters here. Keeping with Batman villains, I think this is the final Batman villain. We have the Riddler. So riddle me this, Batman. He has, again, very similar trousers to Joker with the green or with the one solid color with the black boots. We then have his little suit there with a tie, very nice. His very, very light purple eye mask, his ginger hair, and his hat with the question mark in. For whatever reason, they all have a hole through their head to the back. I'm assuming it is so if swallowed, kids can still breathe through it. But every single one of these characters here has a hole in their head. Very strange, but I'm guessing that's what their plan was. Lego did it, so I assume Playmobil is doing it now as well. And I do have two Riddlers. They did go with the Lego Batman movie design of Riddler, which I think is pretty bold of them to say that they are pretty much Lego's biggest competitor right now, even though Mattel is trying. Oh, I lied. We have three Harley Quinns. Did not notice that third one there. We have three Harley Quinns. My bad. Moving on to the Justice League now. We have Green Lantern here, which is very similar to Batman in terms of leg piece with those green boots, but black trousers. He has the Green Lantern logo there and a little bit of a quiff in his hair, which gives him a sort of breadhead look. And gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the Green Lantern Corps or the Green Lantern characters, but you know what? We have two of them here because you know what? You can never have enough Green Lanterns. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, fun for the whole family. Moving on to Wonder Woman here. She has a unique skirt piece, which no one else in this series has. And then some unique printing as well. Some nice face mold there. And some hair which just flowed down to the back with enough room to be able to put a cape in there. But you will struggle if you do. I don't think Wonder Woman even did come with a cape, but there is still that possibility if you did want to mix and match and have that level of customization to your character. She has a tiara on there and a slightly darker skin tone to some of the other Lego characters or Playmobil characters, and she does have her silver cuffs on there as well, which she normally uses in battle. We then have Superman here, obviously the boy wonder, the man himself, the guy who has two skins in Fortnite. But yeah, he's here with, again, very similar hair to Hal Jordan, just in a different color. The Superman logo printed on, and then the belt molded on, one of the very few molded belts in this series here. The boots, again, following Batman and Green Lanterns with the solid color with the boot change, which goes to the knee height, and then a red cape, which is a lot easier to put on than Supergirl's. Speaking of Supergirl, here she is, with her all red legs with the printed hips piece, the belt thing. She has the Superman logo on the chest, which I do believe it is the same print as the other Superman, but it's a different torso because we have a little bit of a bust here, and it is a lighter blue color compared to Superman, and she has that blonde hair, which makes it incredibly fucking hard to get this cape piece on. I don't know how children are supposed to do it because I struggled, and the Supergirl movie is coming out soon, and she is one of the last figures that I got, and one of the hardest to find. And I do have two of her. I don't know why it took so long to get Supergirl, but when we did get Supergirl, we got two Supergirls, which was quite wild. Continuing with the Justice League, we have Cyborg here, who actually is one of the only characters to have a different arm and a sort of unique leg piece there with some bolt connection, knee divots, and some cyborg, some robot ridges. We have the printing on the torso, which is just a flat print, and then a unique headpiece, which has that half robot, half human head that Cyborg has with the nice red detailing in there. And yeah, he's got the robot arm, which is pretty cool. You know what, we'll stick with Justice League and go with the Water Boy here. This is comic book Aquaman, and again, like Batman and Robin have those spikes on their arms, Aquaman has one, whereas these two have three, and he even has some spikes on the back of his legs. Again, very unique and makes him stand out. His torso is a little bit rough and rigid, and has those scales part of it. Has a little bit of a quiff, which is a little bit of a muddier blonde compared to Supergirl and Harley Quinn. And yeah, I got two of these guys. Not really a huge fan of the comic book Aquaman design, but you know, they're here and they're fucking in abundance as well because we have two of them. We even have two of Aquaman's girlfriend who has a unique leg mold with those fish scales and the torso like build with those fish scales as well, but on the female torso. And has some unique torso printing, a unique head as well, with the hair and the tiara thing. Again, we did think this was Poison Ivy to begin with, but then again, you know, why would it be Poison Ivy when we have Aquaman here? We might as well have Aquaman's lady, who I don't believe was actually in the second Aquaman movie because the actress was a bitch. Moving on to our final character, because the power scaling in the DC universe is about to change. We have Shazam. That's wrong, we have Black Adam. There is no Shazam in this series, which I think is wild, but he has the same legs as Batman and Superman with these black legs and red boots. He has a very strange power chest piece and a very strange hair mold as well. It just looks really weird. He has the Batman cape and he just doesn't look like The Rock. He's got unique eyebrows compared to everyone else. Everyone else has like the rounder eyebrows. He has more sharpened, spiky eyebrows. And yeah, I don't know why Black Adam is here. His movie sucked, and you know, Dwayne promoted it very poorly. But yeah, here is every single character except the Flash. Out of all these eggs that we've opened, out of all the characters that we have, we didn't get Flash, which I think is the biggest disappointment of the entire thing. But he is literally the only one in the series that we don't own, and I really don't want to buy any more and get more duplicates just to get Flash, even though Flash is my favorite superhero that is available in these Kinder Egg lines. I just can't commit myself to buying any more of these things and building up a even bigger army of DC characters than what I actually need. So other than that, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you're going to be picking up any of these Kinder Eggs, if you have any of these guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, bye-bye.